And we're back. Didn't take too long, right? Don't blink if you're blink. Welcome to the show. Guys, doing well. They're having a wonderful day on this gorgeous, and I do mean gorgeous, rainy, 4th September 2025. We are reviewing Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and having a good time. So let's continue. I'm really excited because the show is a bit harder than Prison Break to do. I like doing this. I don't know why. I'm weird. I'm excited, guys. I love this show, and the fact that I could complain about Brooklyn Nine-Nine because I'd be like, oh my god, I have a couple of days to do it. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pull it off. It's gonna be very hard. Blah 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 blah. Complain. But the reality isn't that. The reality is I have 2 weeks to watch it, and although it's gonna be hard to do in 2 weeks, it's gonna be very hard to do in 2 weeks. I'm still optimistic. I'm still happy about it. I'm still gonna have a good time. We're still gonna have fun together. And in my book, this is all that matters. And because this is all that matters, let's continue, shall we? Episode number 2. I don't know what the tiger. I don't know what's the graffiti artist. So Jake comes in late, which is cool because this is always going to be. See, the early season are a lot about the not competition, not rivalry, I would say, but they're a lot about Jake and Captain Holt because they're completely different people. Oh my god, you know what? Guys, I'm dumb. Even if I was to get a second card, I don't have a second card. So we do have to buy another one. Hell for Jen. Hell for Jen is better than Attack. Hell for Jen is better than Attack, sorry. Both of them are good. Both of them are grid, so we're playing the tower. It's a game that I deleted by mistake and now I have to restart, but hey. That's life, I guess. Oh, dude, I don't want to restart, but I don't have a choice. Okay. So, Jake being the best cops, but also the biggest project. And it's kind of cool because you see Holt, and he literally says so. I think it's the first episode, I'm not sure. But he literally said so. It's like, you know what? I'm going to shape you up. This is complex. Because when you look at it, right? When you look at it, the police, the firefighter have ranks. It's kind of like a military system. And I think that because Holt was part of the old guard, where there was more of a military system, he is kind of like a drill sergeant, and drill sergeant's goal are to make shitty people into good soldier. So this is actually what's going on, and this is a pretty good scene. So let's continue. Talk about how late he is and how he always has excuse. He exposes him with having the two. What's the dumpster in Filipino once you're off your desk, and it's great because this is the funniest joke of the episode. And it's like this one. He said, "No, they're both your desk," which is kind of funny. Then he says he finds a rat, and Jake is like, "Why are you giving me shit? I'm the police cops. I'm the cops here with the most citizens, the most arrests." He's like, "Yeah, but you have more rats than anybody else." And then he find a rat and say, "Oh, Alkion," as if he knew the rats, which is kind of funny. So we go in, and they have a problem. Somebody is drawing little dicks, on the police cars. As the second episode is kind of great. Oh. I have to go. So we have to restart. Holy shit. So basically what happened is this phone closed, and I don't want to do content with only one phone because I record the tower, and I like having all 3 phones working. So we're back, dude. We're back. Now, of course, it didn't charge a lot, but I should be able to do a couple episodes, so that is pretty good. In case you didn't move things. It's not a lot, but with a bit of hope, what I'll do is better. So the plan is, or what I could do is I could just do all of it together. So we had the second episode. This is super cool. We see Holt that doesn't trust Jake. Like, I'm gonna come with you and every single one of your It's nuts, bro. It's nuts. It's nuts. It's like I see now I'm all unfocused. So we got the mission and the guy who's tagging Dick's tagging is doing a lot. Jake asks for help, and Captain Colt is gonna come with him. We have Gina, who shows that she is a queen, iconic queen, because she brings a psychic, which is kind of a joke on psychic helping the police. Kind of a, I wouldn't say the biggest joke. I wouldn't say a big joke, but still kind of funny, right? Next we have, she tells them that the girl that Charles loved will never love him back, which is Rosa. She tells them they find the drugs under a laundry basket in a blue room. Jake is complaining about it's complaining, holy crap, look at the screen, it's all wet because of the rain. Yeah, it's raining pretty hard. Jake is complaining about the changes and how much he missed the old guard, which is kind of shitty because, you know, I think Old is a good person. Kind of like a good person, but at the same time, I mean, it's tough because you're going from zero authority to too much authority, so of course there's gonna be some resistance. It's like an elastic band, right? Tier 12, we did a high score. High score! Good. Perfect. It's all about surviving as much as possible. Old goes in and makes fun of the costume of Jake, but Jake, he said he put a lot of thought in the costume, so please respect it. And this costume means a lot to him, and how he is. It's nice, bro. It's nice. Jake didn't have a father figure growing up, and later in the show, he calls him Captain Dad, and you see even from the beginning, Old has been a fatherly figure to Jake. So this is kind of endearing. Jake goes in to get the culprit, but he did it because he has sandals, and he said the sandals are part of his costume. So that's what's really funny. We have Old tells Jake like, hey, Jake's like, how come you? Jake is like, you see, it's really hard to recap because there's no narrative. Jake is like, hey, how come you're always on my back? He says, well, you got the most potential here, but you're making the most mistakes. He said, when you're going to be doing your job perfectly, I'll back off. And only then will I back off. So then he's like, okay, well, I want my job right away. We got the thing where they're looking for drugs, and the medium is kind of right. She is kind of right, so they do find the drugs in the place, similar to what she said. So in this case, this is kind of cool. Jake is arresting the son of a higher ranking officer. So it's like, I don't know what to do. I do not know what to do. This guy could destroy my career, and I don't want to have any problem. And the captain's like, you're gonna do what you gotta do. See, this is what she was talking about, being thorough, putting a operation to the max, doing the best he can, and every single job that he has, doing things completely. Charles was like, no, your medium was wrong. And this is such a good episode. Yeah, I'm nervous, guys. I'm nervous. I'm doing 4 things at once, and none of them are working. I'm gonna finish this episode, and that's it. That's it. I will come back after. So yeah, Charles is like, see, this one, well, they couldn't record it because it was too hot. This one, the battery is going lower and lower and lower. And this one, I'm constantly dying, so I constantly have to pay attention, otherwise I die. So yeah, so complaining much. Okay, so let's do this. This is good, actually. This is really good, actually. So Charles goes in and he said, hey, your girl was wrong, right? She said we're going to be finding it in a laundry bin. And she said, no, another word is laundry basket, so she was right. He said they're going to see some green. It was yellow. Hello, green, blue and yellow is green. So this is kind of funny. So she tells him that if he moves from the chair, Charles moves from the chair, it will be a big, it will get injured. So this is to push how much Charles believes in it. He can't move from the chair, otherwise he's gonna get hurt. But then he's gonna be able to do anything in the chair. So he kind of has to move, be able to do something. That's when he has to confront the fact that he is powerless against destiny, against fate. Even if the girl is right, this is his destiny, right? Even if the medium is right, this is destiny. Jake goes in and he does a really good job at a report because Captain Old was pissed at him because he fucked up a report. Because he did fuck up a report, they had to reopen the investigation. He did a really good job, and Old is proud of him, right? And then he says, okay, well, since this is done, can you please arrest this kid? Because if I arrest him, I'll be in trouble. And it's not clear, they didn't precise if the father of the kid had more power or Old had more power. I couldn't tell you. Okay, tier 11, that's good. We can at least be tier 11 the whole time. I'll be happy. I'll be a happy freaking camper. Okay, next on the list we have we got Jake. So he's asking he's asking his coworker, and this is really cool because Jake is supposed to be the best police guy. He's supposed to be in charge of everything, but he still asks people for help. So this I thought was really refreshing that he was going to his coworker because Jake does the character of Jake at least, not Andy Samberg, but does feel like, oh, I'm the best cop and nobody can equate me. I'll be right back. There you go, we're back. I'm sorry guys, I'm nervous because this is a very much harder shows to recap than Prison Break, but it's still doable. And he literally have this arrest and not arrest, right? So now the dad of the kid, the guy who's higher ranked than Jake and who can make his life a living hell, is there, and he goes in. So I think there's a mistake. He says, I think there's a mistake. I think that you don't know who my son is and who his father is. Are you sure that you want to arrest my son? I can make your life a living hell. And Jake actually does the right thing here. He says, look at my report. I actually did a really good job here. I took a long time to do it. Please look at it. But at least you know that your son kind of deserved to be put in justice. With a guy, he doesn't care. And that's pretty much it. So then Jake goes to Holt. Rosa punches Charles, proving that she's full of shit. This is a really cool thing, though. This is not a most emotional scene, but it's really good scene. Rosa punched Charles, right? And she punches Charles and say, hey, "Look, you got hurt while in the chair, right?" So she's wrong. And the one thing that the medium tell him is, Rosa will never love you. There's kind of like this weird romance between Rosa and Charles in the beginning where you kind of feel like she's into him and he's really into her, but he just doesn't act upon it, you know? So Jake is like, yo, listen, the kid is a piece of shit. The kid of the guy is a piece of shit. He is constantly doing some things. He constantly broken the law, but he never gets arrested because his father is taking care of him always. And Olta's like, yeah, but imagine if the father gave more of a crap, he would punish his kid and tell him, hey, this is not good, don't do that. So his father, by not doing that, showed that he doesn't care enough to do it, which is kind of cool. So Old has a back of Jake, and he says, "Listen, my agent is right. Your son did do some crimes, and he should be arrested." And the guy's like, "You want to make an enemy here?" And Old is like, "I'm gay. I'm an openly gay black cop. I have a lot of people that are already hating me in the old guard. One more won't make a difference." So this was kind of good. This was kind of good. The episode ends with there's a meeting and it's 8 o'clock and there's a tent and Jake wake up from the tent to be in time on the meeting. Old tells him, "Where's your uniform?" So baby step. So pretty good episode and pretty good episode. There's so much harder than a narrative show because you don't have narrative here. So I'm kind of confused about what I'm supposed to do, but at the same time, doing your best is all you can ever do, right? So on that note, I love you guys. Take it easy. Peace.